the beach, you're the bikini, the remote control, you're the TV, DVD player, I'm the CD. I can see it's closer than 3D. Girl, your love is sweeter than kiwi. I can be your Adam, you can be Eve. I'm gonna bite that apple, believe me. I've been searching hard for your love, like a miner digging for gold. And if haters were the ocean, we would stay afloat with the boats. And if you were 4 tires, I would let you ride on my road. If I were your stripper pole, would you work me until I'm rusty and old?
Oh yeah, right. You my ride or die. Like a diamond, we will shine. Right. Baby girl, it's you and I. Yeah. Baby, I won't leave your side. Right. You my ride or die. Yeah. Like a diamond, we will shine. Right. Baby girl, it's you and I. Yeah. Baby, I won't leave your side.
Angel face with angel eyes, you must be heaven sent. Our hearts had a collision and it, mind you, left a dent. This love is meant to happen, girl, it's not an accident. You're my teddy bear like Snuggles. If it's team us, let's huddle. We can be strength in life struggles. You're my red nose with no muzzle. I can be the product, you can be the dollars. Girl, let's orchestrate this hustle.
Oh yeah, right. Girl, you my ride or die. Like a diamond, we will shine. Right. Baby girl, it's you and I. Yeah. Baby, I won't leave your side. Right. You my ride or die. Like a diamond, we will shine. Right. Baby girl, it's you and I. Yeah. Baby, I won't leave your side.
I am directions, you would be the destination. If I were an employer, would you choose my occupation?
We will shine. Right. Baby girl, it's you and I. Yeah. Baby, I won't leave your side. Right. You my ride or die. Yeah. Like a diamond, we will shine. Right. Baby girl, it's you and I. Yeah. Baby, I won't leave your side. I won't leave your side.
Communication becomes convenient, enjoyable, and cheaper when you have the best application in your hand. D Pro Global Social Media app gives you access to free global communication and networking. With the D Pro Global Social Media app, you can do live video chat, live video calling, live text messaging, live group and audio conferencing. Not only that, you also do file sharing, creating and posting to your story, post engagement with emojis, and more. The Depot Global Social Media app does in-app purchases, in-app searching, storytelling. The app also allows you to create video, audio, text, and internet link posting. Get the best app today with 100% data security and end-to-end encryption. Add customization and privacy to the Depot Global Social Media app and enjoy 24/7 endless communication. Download the Depot Global Social Media app on Google Play Store and Apple Store and enjoy endless communication. Visit our website on www.depot-idb.com or email us at info@depot-idb.com. Depot Global Social Media app, making communication easier. Do you care to know why thousands of people have switched from using oil-bomb paint to using Une Zizé quality paint? Zizé quality paint is a high-quality American non-hazard latex paint that doesn't fade or peel off your walls when applied. Zizé quality paint comes in variety of colors that you can choose from. We even customize our customers' paint based on their request just to satisfy their desire. Stop by at any of our 3 branches at Police Academy Junction opposite NP Fueling Station, Baptist Seminary opposite Highway Gas Station, and St. Paul Bridge opposite Michael Plaza. Zizé quality paint can be used for both interior and exterior painting works. Customers living overseas can pay through Zelle on 217-720-8858. You can contact us via cell numbers 0777-366-142 or 0770-496-273. or +21 772 08858. Think Zizi, think quality.
Spicy love, what's next?
Allen Bernard International, or ABR, is a management consulting firm with a team of consultants and associates who focus on growing and transforming home healthcare agencies, nonprofits, and small businesses in other industries as well as individuals. Our services include ABR Business Support Services, ABR Accounting and Tax Services, and ABR Anti-Money Laundering Compliance Services. At ABR, we bring to each assignment dedication and commitment, experience and skills, performance-based process, integrated solution teams, and client relations. For more inquiries on our services, call phone number 469-378-3955. That's Allen Bernard International, or ABR, transforming business through ideas. Made with ginger, coconut water, natural juice flavor, vitamins and minerals is Muncie Power Drink. Muncie Power Drink helps reduce high blood pressure, get rid of toxins, help improve children and adult memory. It also helps the body fight effects of excess sugar. Muncie Power Drink has no added sugar, no artificial flavors, and all natural ingredients. It is a healthy drink for just everybody. It has 4 natural juice flavors: pineapple, mango, strawberry, and turmeric. For wholesale or retail purchase, visit major supermarkets across Monrovia and its environs. If you are outside Monrovia, you can do your purchase at a supermarket in Ataro Business Center in Ganta. You can also visit our store on the O Road, right next to the American School. For more information, call us on 0770-307-572 or 0776-580-730. Muncie Power Drink, not just your drink.
My people, have you heard the news? Okay, Sika Motors has declared this month of March as Toyota Month, which means Sika is offering free diagnosis on all Toyota and Mitsubishi vehicles with a discount service cost. Isn't it good news? With our trained professional technicians and service advisors handling your vehicle, a peace of mind is ensured. Rush now and make your way to Sika Motors, Ewan Drive, Saletown, Bourgeois Island.
We all know the headache we go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that SendWave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly from my smartphone to the MTN Lone Star Cell mobile money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download SendWave now to your phone from your Apple Store or Google Play Store. Add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure, and start sending money today. To insert promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. SendWave is secure, super fast, and by far the affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa, and a very happy customer. Thank you.
Hello, fellow Liberians. This is Joseph Newman Walker. It is time to be counted for the upcoming general election, and I'm asking you to please make sure to register to vote. Every election is determined by the people who show up and vote. One of the penalties for refusing to participate in politics is that you end up being governed by people you did not elect. We must never forget the importance of making our vote count. We paid high price for this democracy as a people. Let us protect and defend it. Voting is the expression of our commitment to ourselves, our children, our welfare to this country, and one world. Please listen up for the dates and the places and go and register to vote. The rescue mission is well on course. When you register and vote, you will think like love Liberia and then build Liberia. Again, I say this is Ambassador Joseph Nimabwaka.
Folks, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It depends on where you are following us from. This is another day, and is the 29th day of the third month 2023. It's good that we are here. We are here this morning again, Martina Konate and I, Boaka Amara Kamara, to bring you yet another edition of morning show. So today is Wednesday, the day after our national team hardly disappointed us. But good morning, Martina.
Good morning, Boyka. Good morning to our many listening. Boyka, I hope you are crying in the morning. Yesterday, I already cried. Already.
But you know, I predicted yesterday that the game was going to end 2-1 in favor of Lone Star, but it was another way around. It ended 2-1. Yeah, it ended 2-1 in favor of South Africa. But let's look at this national team a bit, Martina. And yesterday, wherein our people, citizens, were all in high gear. They went out there at the Samuel Kayando Sports Complex, and to come back with smile on their faces, they were all crying. We all were in tears yesterday again. This sent a message that football honor a footballing president is dead. What did you make of the game yesterday?
Well, got to be honest, you know, we got two major players that are always playing for us. But yesterday, I thought they were going to be out of the game. My goodness, and what a miss. They always, all the time, want to go, my goodness, what a miss for Lone Star. Always, when I hear that, I will tear myself into pieces. But I want to say this, Boyka. We were defeated yesterday because we had a hope that we're going to get qualified to go for the African Cup of Nations. But unfortunately, we were not, because the team they put us against, which is Morocco will just walk on all the yellow machine. We can't get team from Morocco. At least we could try with South Africa and see how best we can get qualified for that. But as long as we are not qualified, for me, I don't have any hope again that we'll get qualified for the African Cup of Nations. But Boyka, one of the disappointing things that happened yesterday, I saw Liberians, the motorcyclists were chasing the bus that were carrying the players to Boulevard Party. Boyka is wrong. We need to learn how to support one another. I agree that the players, they disappointed us, but it doesn't mean that we should abandon them. I agree that officials from the Rudy establishment, they try to politicize the game, and everybody get their opinion. But the way our people were misbehaving yesterday on the players, it was very wrong. But if I tell you something today, you will not believe it. If I tell you, since I was born, since I was born, I've never entered SKD, you will not believe it. Because they think they want to do. I tell you seriously, I've been around the field, but to enter in the stadium, I have never done that. Born in Liberia, grow up in Liberia, I have never entered SKD. Because they can be chunky pee, they be chunky in their latrine, or on the field when Lone Star now win. So I ain't what I tell you, because nobody can waste their pee on me. Because it will be that after your pee touch me, I'm gonna call it. I hear something they war equal to pee. And Liberia, when the Lone Star team winning, you will see them cheering Lone Star. But soon they defeating Lone Star, people will start peeping in court, people will start peeping minute or plastic chunky all on the field. Because of these things, I've never been on SKD. I've been around the SKD also in the fence, but to enter on the stadium, I have never done it since I was born. And some of the reasons I have never done it, as some year I'm telling you, the people always misbehave. Come on, counter me. The people will misbehave on the field. And people who go on our field, me, I don't go for political rally on our field. I've never been there before. I've never been there before. I can only get in mind to go on the field like one game go but when I think about in case they defeat Munster, or in case they can't meeting and go cheer for Bon County, and someone at defeat can somebody not certify, they start chunky people, they start chunky people. All those things be playing on me. That's why I don't go for no sport. I've done it to FKD, what are ATS, I don't participate in it because we need to change our mindset. We can't abandon our players because of what. And I want to say that the money they offer, Boaka, you have to notice, even in the country, me, when you offer huge sum of money, the people can play and they are happy on that money. We need to stop those things. If you want to do good for your player, do good. But when you put certain amount down, the people will play, they want to play extra mad. And when like that, when you play with that kind of, zeal in you, that if I win by all costs, at the end of the day, you will blunder. At the end of the day, you will blunder. Then people start offering our team money. When they win, you surprise them. They will always place with that excitement. Oh, when we win again, they will expect something. But when you put huge amount of money, you promise them, oh, when you win, I will do something and something. Waka is like you in love with this woman and the woman gave you a demand. You have to be with that demand before you and myself we can get in a relationship. You know you will go extra amount to satisfy that woman because you in love with her. And at that moment you want to have her to yourself. So you will do everything in your possible best because you want to be with that woman. That's how it looks like when you promise somebody something.
Martina, those are all signs of motivation. They are only trying to motivate the players, meaning the president offer $100,000 if they were going to win on yesterday. That is just
money. That's what motivation about.
Yeah, but Martina, it's just like you are giving this tax. Like Martina, this fumia if for Boakai. But if you and Boakai play the game and you win the fum from Boakai, I will give you extra money. I will give you close to $5,000 because you win a phone from Boakai. So it was just a sign of motivation. So, but what you're saying about the SKD, yes, it do happen, but for now it has really minimized. It's not that much again. People, you only see around the field, but the stadium win, around stadium win, other places. You can see people chonging PP and pupu again. No. They get pupu said it. You can see them chonging PP again. They have, things are changing gradually, and we are getting there.
So I remember till time, right? I was not that small. Male and Liberia were playing. Boaka, the people they men standing here gun. I'm not one of their big men that came along with the team. They men standing on the day Boaka, the people Male was beating Luster, the Mali and then they huge. We are watching the game now, they put a huge 18 in Boaka, I'm telling you so. My father went out to carry all the fee, but we couldn't go that fee. But I tell you so. My big sister and her boyfriend went on the fee. Now my big sister went on the fee. No, but that time my father was no more. My sister and her boyfriend went on to carry us on the fee. But I I'm telling you so. They chunk the poo keep screwing the matches. I swear to God, Boaka. The people keep screwing the matchup. The major took all your gun and they got there. They found all that year again. Amen. We need to change that mentality. Waka, in every good or bad thing, you should accept defeat some way, somehow. If the Lunster team were going to win yesterday, their country are going to sleep celebrating. But because yesterday we were defeated, they started chasing the bus that were carrying the player to Boulevard Palace. Why you will behave like that?
Yes, that was.
Other people have to get down. They started making plan. The player even step one ball there. He stepped the ball fall down in the drainage and he wake up that time the ball join the ball, they cross the ball. Why you will behave like that? Don't treat your player like that. They go in other country, they will treat them like that. Then in their home again, they treat them like that. We need to stop those. We need to desist from it. The war is too civilized for that kind of things now.
All right, so it was just about the Lone Star on yesterday, and we were defeated 2-1 in our own backyard. And now we can say now we are out of the African Cup of Nations that will be hosted in Ivory Coast. So, U.S. Ambassador McCarthy, McCarthy will be leaving us soon. McCarthy will be leaving us, but he stayed in the news. The ambassador urged the Ministry of Finance to provide funds intended for the conduct of the October 10 elections. According to him, the delay should alarm every Liberian, because if the National Elections Commission don't get the money on time, how will we go about conducting these particular elections? And this should serve as a wake-up call to citizens. It should serve as wake-up call to the opposition bloc. This should even serve as a wake-up call to even the government, because the Ministry of Finance shouldn't delay in giving the National Elections Commission money. So I will just read what he said quickly. They said, U.S. Ambassador Marco McCarthy urges Ministry of Finance to provide funds intended for the conduct of October elections. He says the delay should alarm every Liberian. U.S. Ambassador to Liberia McCarthy told a news conference on Tuesday that with 1/4 of the calendar year, the NEC has yet to receive any of its 2023 funding, even though Liberia has less than 7 months away from the elections. He said this is a situation that should alarm every Liberian. Ambassador McCarthy condemned the weekend pre-electoral violence at the registration center and called on all voters to register in a peaceful manner. Aid and obey the National Elections Commission guideline on registering where you reside. The U.S. envoy then encouraged the NEC to move quickly to provide the promised meal and training allowances to the pool workers who are working long hours under difficult conditions. Martina, we are approaching the election, and this election is very tense. So up to now, the Minister of Finance in person of Samuel Twe, they are yet to give fundings. They are yet to give money to the National Elections Commission in conducting the general and presidential election. And now, the ambassador of the United States of America is alarming. He's pushing this and telling us that they should serve as wake-up call to us. And we shouldn't just lay it under the carpet, because if the National Elections Commission don't give, let me say the government of Liberia don't give the National Election Commission money to conduct the elections, there will be no elections. So we Liberians now have to call on the Ministry of Finance through its Minister Samuel Twe to give the NEC the required money that is needed to conduct the election, because we are just few blocks away from this election. So delay is dangerous. Delay is dangerous. We need to get that money to the National Election Commission so we can go smoothly in conducting these particular elections. That's the voice of the ambassador to Liberia, the United States ambassador to Liberia, Martina. That's what he said.
But I thought Samuel told us that we got a budget surplus. Then what happened? No money to conduct the election. What happened up to now? NEC have you received the money it's supposed to receive to carry us to election? And this minister been passing around even seditions. Even George Manning, we have been breaking about it. That they got budget surplus, saying they came to power, the economic had grown. Then why is it that up to now, by right women and self time by now, NEC already get all the money they needed for election, and they have put everything in place. Why is it that up till now the people still waiting for them to give them money? But then the economy was damaged. But under this regime, we get budget surplus. Then what is it that up to now we haven't received the money yet? NEC haven't received the money to prepare the elections ahead of time. So where are we heading to?
And it's alarming, Martina. It's totally
but why
alarming.
What are political leaders doing? Because this is not about the Rudy establishment. But look, let me say this. That's why they say, oh, well, we always say Rudy establishment. We will call them. Because we know the opposition going to take over. It can be anybody from the opposition. One person going to win this election. The election is not about the ruling establishment. The ruling establishment know that they're going out. But everything you see the people do, you think the people don't know that they're going out? They know that they're going. So they will do everything in their possible best to create an avenue that like they want to discourage the people, or they want to make the people to say, oh, the people are not serious. So they will do everything in their possible best because they know this election is not about them. It's about the opposition bloc. It's not about them. Anyhow it be, one leader from the opposition bloc will be elected as president 2023. And 2024, we're going to get new person in that mansion to call our new president. So that's why you see they downplay everything, because they know they cannot convince the people anymore. They can't convince the people to vote for them. Every time they go, the people asking them for money, and it will never like that. So they already know that the election is not for them. Who you now see pay attention to their defeat? Nobody pay attention to their defeat. Nobody pays attention to their defeat. That's why you see they're doing all those things. Because Samuel Todd will tell us we get budget surplus, and up to now, you have been giving the money that required to conduct the election. Then where are the money? The budget that surplus, where it is? We want to know. Or the IMF don't want to release money again for election? That's what they're trying to tell us. And it's about time the opposition political leaders, they come together under one umbrella. And I care about their difference they have about it. But this is about the Liberian people, and this is about our country. Let them put their difference aside. Let them come together and see how best this incompetent, irresponsible officials call themselves government. Let them provide money, because it's our constitutional right to vote them out October 10, 2023.
Yeah, but voting them out and then not getting the money to do the process is another thing, because they always waiting for USAID to come in with fundings, and USAID will give you money, but they will not give you all. They will finance certain portion of the election, and the government of Liberia is left with certain portion of the election. Not only election, but when it comes to other sector of our country, when USAID say, "Oh, we're happy with this," they look at it. They want to make the election look like the way they conducted the census. Even the census, the UNFPA gave portion of the money, and then it was left with the government of Liberia to give her portion of the money. But the portion of the money that the government were to give the those that are conducting, that's the the money, they didn't. They delayed the process up until now. Look at the census. Where in a war that you will conduct a census that people, permanent people that know themselves that, oh yes, I will sit home today. You guys declare a day that we should sit home so that you can come at our various homes and get us registered and get us counted. But nobody turned out. We left home through all our day from morning to night. Nobody came to our houses to get us, throughout the process. Now we are here again. This is the election, and the election is more than even the census thing that we just conducted. So if they just try to delay again in providing funds, you say have done her part of it. Left with the government of Liberia to bring the money so we can do it. Delay is dangerous. When Samuel Todd said we have budget surplus, we shouldn't be delaying in giving money to the NEC. When George we had been making more around here, they fly in private jet. The money you're taking to fly private jet to go all over. Yesterday, you got by in the country. You're telling all like the meeting that he went to, it was fruitful. Every meeting that George we are go for all of this country, when he come, soon the press asks him, he will say the meeting was successful. What is George we are bringing back to the country? All of the meetings that he attended. So yesterday he landed in the country. He was asked, Mr. President, how was the meeting that you attended? Oh, the meeting was successful. I went to represent the people of Liberia. Where? You went to represent the money that you took for 2 weeks to go all around. You could use that money and give it to the National Election Commission for them to conduct this particular election. But you left from the US, you were brought to Ghana, You spend days in Ghana doing what that we don't know. Doing what we don't know. No, we can't say that because we never even knew her way about that. Later on, people started to say that the man is relaxing in Ghana.
Jawia that never go to Ghana because he left the Ghanaian president or he going there for a deal. Jawia always go to Ghana to go see his girlfriend Jackie Apia. Even Clark, we have never Jackie Apia. Yesterday, I saw her post and when I comment, I said, I want your daughter from Liberia, your stepdaughter. Whether we like it or not. So we don't go to Ghana. The people wrote a letter to ECOWAS informing them that this man going into their country on new to them. So you must know. So we don't go to Ghana because you want to discuss issue about you and myself or this country. He go there to go enjoy himself. We be rocket science. You know the tension the people put him on in America. He needed to go somewhere to ease the tension. And I think Ghana was a better place for him to go ease the tension.
Because yesterday, I don't know, they made sure I just left to where he was because probably
yesterday you forget. When the journalist asked him, the journalist said, Mr. President, how was your trip? How was the people you met? He said, oh, you asked the whole president how was his trip, the meeting he had? Man said, no, sir, I just want to know. And you could see the stress in Jawia face. Normally, the way the mail will come, when you see the people there, you will turn something at all, right? Directed to the opposition bloc. Now that day, Jawia will enter in this country that he will not show free talk. When he come on the unnecessary trips. So when he come like that, he will show talk. But yesterday, you could see the stress in the man. The man was not even happy. And he never discussed anything about the trip. When the general asked him, they say, oh, you asking the president, how was the trip? Oh, my man, you asking the whole president, how was the trip? Normally, when you come, you can beat to the apple. If I make him be in the air, you see sedition posting everywhere. Oh, yes, the trip was like this. He met us and so investor that brought with benefits and so. Saint Martin calling went and bring a whole dossier on Facebook. Everything they said, it was a big black lie. They slow down without other one. So we are entering a country, they didn't get nothing to break about. People already know that they were lying to the Liberian people. Waka, if people know their time is out. So we have stole from this country here to the extent that money said that intended for election, they have stolen the money. Right now, they lobby everywhere now to see how best they can get money to conduct election.
And we need it because we don't want intern government. I see Boyman pass away saying if we don't have money, we'll be heading to intern government. No, we don't need that. We don't need an intern government here. The money is there. There's Samuel Tue, Mr. Tue, that is always passing. He's so boastful that this government is doing well. There shouldn't be a delay. This particular message from the U.S. ambassador should serve as a caveat to the government. Mr. President, Mr. Tue, you guys shouldn't make fun out of our elections. This is a serious matter that you need to put your act together and get things working. Because few months from now, we will be heading to the elections. And if you guys can provide the money that we need, the money that the NEC need to conduct the election, delay will be dangerous. We don't want to reach certain portion of the election, then NEC come and say, oh, because we don't have money, we can't do the particular, we can't carry on a particular initiative. When time reach for them to say, oh, the ballot paper, we need to bring ballot paper in the country, but we don't have the money to bring the ballot paper. You know what becomes of that? You know what we'll be heading to? They will be running into the election time. We'll be running into election time. So if the money is there, you guys are boasting that you have budget surplus, you're doing whatsoever here, you are building stadiums all around here. Make sure you provide the money to the NEC. We are not babysitting you. We're speaking to you as a government. We're telling you, if the message can be coming from the U.S. ambassador, we should flag it. We should make the government to know that this is very serious. We need the money to conduct our elections. What's this? Why you guys keep behaving like children every day, man? Things like the responsibility that you should take. You will allow somebody to come and do your job for you? That's been totally challenged on the part of the government. The U.S. ambassador shouldn't be even telling on. They shouldn't be raising the type of a line. There should be the responsibility of the Ministry of Finance to conduct this election. Let me say to provide the money. So, but now the National Election Commission to go ahead now and start doing other things. But you sit there, whole day you boast that, oh, you have money, or you're doing this project, you're doing roads, you're doing the other thing. Then you can provide the money to the National Election Commission for the conduct the election. That's been totally challenged on the part of the government. And George Weah, we are sending out this message to you, Mr. Weah, your cabinet minister, those that are in charge, those that need to provide the money for us. They shouldn't delay the process. We are not the one sending out the alarm rather. The United States Embassy is sending out this alarm. And we are just flagging it out. We are flagging it out. Because if this elections is not conducted come October 10, it becomes a serious issue for our country. Very serious issue. So we'll not sit here when the ambassador come and speak, and then we say, oh, because the ambassador, you need to melt into our politics. No, he's speaking on behalf of us. He's speaking on behalf of us. And if we don't come out to reflect what he's saying, it becomes a burden on us. It becomes a total burden on us. So if you guys sit in government because you are riding SUVs, buying your girlfriend's car, and you can't afford to give money to the NEC to conduct our election, that's been totally challenged on the part of the government. Totally. And I want to see someone that will come to and defend the government, because this statement is not coming from me. It's not coming from Martina. It's not coming from the opposition bloc. It's coming from the United States ambassador to Liberia. And we are flagging it. That's been totally challenged on the part of government. They shouldn't be, the ambassador shouldn't be telling all these things. They shouldn't be telling the government this. They shouldn't be. We should be far ahead of this. But now, all the money that were promised to be given to the NEC, but now the NEC should receive that money and then carry on every process towards the election. But yet now we are still lacking behind. What's this? What's this? Totally frustrating, Martina. This is totally frustrating. You are muted, Martina.
Yeah, Boyga. Let me say this, right? Let me say this, Boyga. What the American ambassador came out with, he's not speaking because he wants to speak, but he's looking at serious problem ahead. If this election did not hold October 10th, the consequences of this, it will be very dangerous for this government. And they don't want it, because everything that happened in this country, the people run to the American embassy. We start calling upon the Americans to come in. So they got right to flag every issue that will affect the peace of this country. They got every right to flag this issue. And I want to say this, Waka. The people get a parable. They say you can play with your mantete, you can't play with your power boss. Let this government stop playing. They not play with their mantete. Oh. This election business is so taboo, they shouldn't play with it. Because if they are not careful, the thing will be preventing. The thing that the opposition be blocking, maintain the peace in this country. They're going to carry this country to the dark days if they are not careful. Because Liberians been waiting patiently for this wonderful day to come, that they will go to the ballot box. Every Liberians that you will ask, they say, well, we not get strength to go protest. We're not able to talk, but we will go to the ballot box. The people waiting to express their frustration and anger through the ballot box. And not only to this government, it's a caveat and message that the people will be sending to every politician. Because the big party was saying it's not possible for Jovia to leave power just for the first time for him to leave power after 6 years. But when the Liberian people vote him out, it will be a message, a strong caveat that will be sent to the next government that will take over. What Jovia did, if you do the same thing, we're going to vote you out 2029. This message not only going to George Mane, we are in his legs, but it's going to every politician. Now, I think when you come to power, you got right to do any other things you think that you can do to the Liberian people, and they will accept it. And you will be a one-term president of George Mane. This is the message that the people want to send to this government and all the politicians in this country comes October 10th. So please, Samuel 12. Josh Manawia, you according to your people, they say you worth 85 million before you become president. Go in your personal account, that 85 million, the money that election commission need. Go and take that money. Before you become president, election were conducted before you become president. You cannot infringe on our right. You cannot deny us our right. We need to go and exercise our right. The Constitution gave us that right. Go in your account and go take some of that $85 million. Give some to NEC the money that they need to conduct the election so we can have a very peaceful election and a very peaceful transition. Nobody deny you your right in this country. Do not try to deny 5 more million people their right. It's not good for you. Even your very people that are seeking process to you, some of them will go against you because they're doing it because why they're benefiting. But when they see that you're trying to infringe on their right, now not everybody supporting you lack the sense of reasoning. Someone is just doing it because of money, but when they see where their citizen life at risk and you're going to be chaotic, they're not going to support you. So please, the way we voted you, we want to vote a new leader than that. You said 6 years were so long, you marginalized us, you looted our country up to today, you still looting our country, massive corruption, you're abusing the Liberian people, you're violating the Constitution, abuse of the rule of law is your taboo. Everything in this government you're doing it out of the Constitution. You have taken Jowiya, you put him on top of the Constitution, and you put the Constitution on George Manawia. You have made the MCC with a malicious group that they're going after people at night. We are tired. We don't want to wake up 2024 and see ballet floating everywhere in the street. Do not deny us this right, but denying us our peaceful election that we want to conduct this year and to go to the ballot box and vote October 10th. This is our constitutional right. No president in the world will deny their citizen that right. I just want to tell you why the American ambassador is flagging right now in doing it in your interest. Because anything go wrong, you and the government will be responsible. Tell her in the head today. And many people will follow. This is a warning. You do whatsoever you can do so we can have a very peaceful election.
Okay, so we will open a phone line sooner today because this is alarming, and we want a lot of Liberians to call on this government to do what it's supposed to do. We shouldn't be telling them to do this, but they need to muster the courage in doing what they need to do. So there is, when Josh Weah was coming to the presidency,
To our internet, you're getting me, my people?
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, everything just went. Okay, so we have a very little bad weather today. The rain is falling on the side. So when Josh Weah was vying for the presidency, those that were supporting him 100% were our underprivileged brothers and sisters, folks that they call the Zogos. And he made a promise to them. He told them that when you guys just go and obtain your voters registration card, and I, Josh Manawia, become president of the Republic of Liberia, I will build a center that you guys can be rehabilitated. You guys can leave the street. That the drugs in the body, the drugs in your system can be flushed out. Those were the promises made by George Weah to our underprivileged brothers and sisters that are in the street. But today we are seeing millions of dollars of drugs entering our country or transiting through our country, and our brothers and sisters that are on the street are consuming those drugs. They are consuming those drugs. And this is a very serious issue because the Zogo rate in our country is increasing every day. The Zogo rate in our country is increasing every day. Remember, back then, we had Zogos in certain part of Moravia. That they would say they were used to be on Broad Street, Center Street, and few other streets. But now, since George Weah became president, the Zogo rate have increased to the extent that every community has their own Zogo. Meaning, if you live in a decent community, there are people there, there are boys and girls there that are taking in drugs. Boys and girls, they are taking in drugs. So, over the weekend, some of them expressed their dissatisfaction, they expressed their disappointment in the government, and says that they will only go and obtain their voter registration card, but they don't see any reason in voting come October 10. I will read this article. I will read this. It's a small piece. Then Martina, you will come in on the issue of Zogo. You have been interacting with them, but let me just read this from what they say. They say scores of disadvantaged youths have pledged not to vote any politician in the pending October elections over what the term has been neglected. I take that again. Scores of disadvantaged youths have pledged not to vote any politician in the pending October elections over what the term has been neglected. We will only register to get our ID cards, but we will not vote for anyone for president because no one is doing anything for us. A group of disadvantaged youth tells Women's TV, actually for me, I am from a poor family and I can vote for people who are enjoying and have no time for us. My family and I are suffering, nothing to do. So we can waste our time voting somebody. We can waste our time voting somebody. I am not voting. I just get this card because I am a citizen and it is good to have it. Another disadvantage use a line. So you see, when Senator Abraham Darius Dillon got elected, he made a promise. He made a promise and said that he was going to build a center rehabilitation. Did he do it? Yes. Senator is a senator. He made a promise and he fulfilled his promise. Now, George Weah, that the Zogos believe, our disadvantage, you believe so much that when this may get into power, our problem is going to be solved. They are the one now sending this, they are the one now raising this alarm, Martina. What do you make of what they are saying? Because they are disadvantaged youth and raising this, they need to be part of our society, and they are saying that they will not vote any politician because they have been neglected.
Waga, being part of our society is honor statement. They are important in society. Most of the disadvantaged youth you see in the street, so what we refer to them as Zogo and Zogis, when they compose for you, when they tell you, say they turn as Zogo, you not even believe it. When you rehabilitate these boys and girls that are in the street, some of them tomorrow they might make a good official leader, then they clean, they Zogo, then I eat clean clothes calling themselves government officials. You understand? And I want to say this, Waka, it's the government responsibility to rehabilitate our brothers and sisters and get them off the street. Some people that you see in the street today, because other people were there and they motivated them to be in the street. And today they're in the street. Waka, look at the stampede that took place in Nugu Town.
Yeah.
You remember? It was caused by them. Because they were, trying to hijack the people who were coming from the crusade. People interpreted the information different way. The people started running helter scatter. The people who dropped, the people walk on them and they lost their life in the process. And the Zogo, there are many efforts. Waka, you know that every county now community in Masorado, but every county now gets Zogo. For Zogo, we're only restricted to Masorado. But you go in the north of the 15 counties in Liberia, you go there, you will find Zogo. Even in the small villages and town, you go there, you will find Zogo there. Because care have not been taken about the whole Zogo issues. So if they come back to say they are not voting, I support them. But again, we need to convince them. Again, we need to reach out to them. Because it's like when you settle down with this man, they may frustrate you. You go to another man, they may frustrate you. You just choose to focus on what you're doing and just forget about the main business. The day God will send a rifle person, fine. But you're not going to say, let me go try. So they are frustrated. They were promised Manasseh Lifton that they were going to build a rehabilitation center to rehabilitate them, to help them. Manasseh Lee have all the money to do that. But what she did, it was used on she and her children. She abandoned them. The George man and we are that came from the slum, that used to be a money. When he come in the country from playing football, when he come in the country for vacation, he go to them, he meet them, and they believe in him. They said that, but this man, we vote for them, man. That man going to transform our man, he's going to transform our life. And they went again, they voted for him. Their worst disappointment ever, it was by them voting for Jovia. Because now Liberia Africa or drugs transit point, we are receiving 100 million worth of drugs. 40 million worth of drugs are coming into this country every day. And the Nigerian people, the local drugs, they importing local drugs every day in this country. And our government, bring within government, they are aware of all those drugs that are coming in this country because they're receiving their own cost. They are not protected. Why can't you know that I saw a video from a little girl on Broad Street? She one of the disadvantaged youth. And telling that we have to stop the people from bringing in drugs in the country and spoiling them. But boy, that's something that they are addicted to. When you're addicted to something, you take the mercies of God and good people to come and help you. The money we have took for our country cover to go and bear here 48 condominiums. Boy, that money can rehabilitate our brothers and sisters. That place can be a rehabilitation centers to rehabilitate our brothers and sisters. Boy, if the world see us trying to get the boys and girls off the street, every country that we will go to ask for help, they will help us, Biker, because these are one of the things that really raise here. Look at the stampede. That stampede, everywhere in the world, that message hit the people. People were aware of that stampede that took place in Nukuta. Everybody were aware of it. So if you try to rehabilitate, Biker, the more we live there in the street, the more they increase. Till we can get them off the street, we're going to face difficulties with our brothers and sisters. You see, Sati Tanki, but I can remember Ellington, right? Pinsville, they sugar here. Every command could raid them.
Yeah.
Boyka, by 7 o'clock, this dog when you come in, you'll see they say, can't you see my blessing coming? I see it coming. Boyka, when they hold you know when they don't bury, when you just born a baby. And when you bath the baby, now what people can turn the baby outside and they shake the foot. The people will rake you. They will pull one person will hold your other for one person. They shake you. That everything that even in your mind will drop. So that when you get valuable clothes on you, they will naked you. That's how life was dangerous. Certain time came, and now it has increased. Right now, you go to Baga, you know that certain time of the night, that Douala bell is a no-go zone. You know that certain time of the night, that Douala bell is a no-go zone. And it was never like that. Because we're not making no effort to get them off the street, to transform them, to make them somebody very, very important in society. They increasing on the street. Because there are some children, they don't want to listen to their parents, they don't want to listen to nobody, so they say when they join in the street. They got children all in the street, but I don't know age children that Zogo, they smoking drugs, they taking in drugs in the street. Baka is very much alarming for our society because the young generation to come, if the people take over the country, that's how we lose more young future leaders to the street. Because we're not making effort to get them out. Baka, you know that normally we had people in the street, but they were not Liberians. They were foreigners that were in the street, sleeping under the bridges and things. It was not Liberian. We Liberians, we love ourselves so much. Say whatsoever you want to say about us, but we Liberians, we love ourselves. My mother told me that normally they were the Ivorians, the Sierra Leoneans, the Guineans used to be in the street, and some Nigerians and Ghanaians who refuse to go hustle, they want to be steady. To find a typical Liberian in the street, checking food, loading car. It was after the war we started seeing all those things. And Baka, like I said, I will go to them. I beg you to argue with them. I will go to them again. I will encourage them to vote. Not because one leader fail you, two leaders fail you, you're going to say you're not voting. Go and vote. This time around, you might be the lucky winner if you vote for the right person this time around. And I will go there, I will meet them. I will go from black to black in Maserati. I will meet with these Zogos. And I will encourage them. I will talk to them. Thank God they go get their voter registration card. I will encourage them to go vote. This time around, they might be the lucky winner. They shouldn't abandon the voting process because politicians will always fail them. Even we that are not taking in drugs, they have failed us. You know the frustration that we are going through as a Liberian, they have failed us, Waka. So we encourage them to go and vote. Then they go and vote this time around, they might be the lucky winner.
All right, folks. So we'll open the phone lines on 0770-102-102, 0886-010-383, 555-102-102. The WhatsApp number is +231-888-624171. You can see the number on the screen there. Just take your phone and be a part of the conversation this morning. What do you make of the statement from the U.S. ambassadors? And our brothers, the Zogos, are also alarming that they will now go through the process, and we got defeated yesterday. Call in 0770-102-102. Let's take our first caller here. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. My point is about the Zogo issues.
Yeah.
Zogos are becoming too west our country now. Since Joshua came to power, the Zogos have so many, all the countries. Because Zogos are the jobs that we are bringing from your wife's country. Do you know that we are bringing they cruise? That is they call it man that they have bringing bad jobs, and the guys are taking things, doing a whole lot of things. Last time in my community, they chased one guy and took his motorbike. They left the man on the ground. Yeah, we have to call police for they said they were not having vehicle.
Okay. Thank you so much. Let's take 077. That's happening all over. People hijacking people for their motorbike, their cell phones, and every other thing. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Baka.
Yeah, welcome. Your name
let me say good morning to your guests. Thank you so kindly to the both of you for flagging issues of national concern. Firstly, let me applaud the U.S. ambassador. This is Jackson Bingba, and I'm phoning from the Ralph Yahweh. Let me applaud the U.S. ambassador. I think it's a wake-up call for all the politicians, those who have interest in contesting, more especially from the opposition bloc, of contesting this October election, to rise up to the occasions and seize the movement, because these people see beyond the horizon, and from the look of things, I clearly want to believe that the government of Liberia is reluctant to fulfill her obligation to making sure that we conduct free and fair elections. Two, you people have raised a very serious issue, which I also believe is a national threat to our security. The issue of drugs, the alarming wave, the way young people are falling prey to drugs, the addictions of drugs every day, affecting every facet of our society. It's a wake-up call to each and every one of us. But here is it. Here is a certain president who recants his own left from the ghetto. These are sad mistakes that we made. So we are from 2005, since he became standard bearer of the CDC, he has consistently recanted his own left from the ghetto.
Okay.
Here is a president who went at one occasion and turned himself a manna. And those who are taking the substances have been abused also put themselves in that category of manna. Once we approach them, they consider themselves a manna.
All right.
It's trouble. There is a president who, in the war of job investment in the United States, as reported by the Front Page Africa, who also got alleged to be a drug dealer, and Mr. Weah was in the womb of that man. And when the FBI did the arrest of job investment at the time, this is the man that's sitting over our country. Here is a man who is sitting over our country in the history of our country, over $140 million worth of drugs. The same company less than 4 years. It allowed me to deal with the issue of the drugs. Look, we need to fire Mr. Weah through the ballot boxes. It's only means that we can continue it. The law and the rest of the other people who try their best, they will try as much as possible to rehabilitate 10 or 15%. But to the contrary, hundreds or thousands of them falling prey every day. You can have thousands of people falling prey.
Thank you so much, Jancy. We have to take other people on the line. 0770 102 102 86 010383. The first thing we had there when he became president was to build his condominiums. That's the only first thing he could do. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, brother. Good morning, Martina.
Your name is joining us from?
My name is Martin. Calling from the ground, the capital building.
Okay, welcome.
Yeah, brother, Martina, I want to ask one question. Which of the football players I was seeing the war and the football president saw who play with the team? You see, when I was the kind of team, some we are going on the field, go play with Musa. When you buy again on the team, we are playing football. We are looking at football player. All the things brought by not to the national team. What that you will kind of restore? You don't say, oh yeah, man, I come here restore. I'm opposed for it. I think it's that you anyway get into the show. Please can't restore. When you restore, you go also and come back. Put the campaign start.
Thank you so much. 0770 102 102 86 010383 555 102 102. Those in the diaspora can call on the WhatsApp number +231 888 624171. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Your name is joining us from?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Joseph Wale calling from Pinsville.
Welcome, Joseph.
Good morning.
Welcome, Joseph. Welcome.
Yeah. Yeah, good morning.
You are loud and clear, Joseph. Go ahead, you are loud and clear.
Yeah, this is Joseph Wale. I'm calling from Pinsville.
Okay, we can continue with that. Let's take this person here. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka. This is BK from Holland. How are you? And Martina this morning.
Welcome.
I'm going to speak for a minute to. Thank you. I'm going to speak for a minute to the first topic, the football. There are 3 reasons why we lost the game yesterday. 1, the pitch, that plastic they put on the field. That plastic had something they call, it's a rubber pebbles, that black thing. If you watch the game when the ball was rolling, you can see something is firing the ball. That thing was when the reason the ball couldn't roll the way it should have. There's no way in the world now where a country, national team, national stadium, they use those artificial grass. Those things are done for amateurs. That field, they didn't cut the thing good. Two, there is no incentive and facility for football in Liberia. Another reason the coach bench is two players that scored the goals in South Africa. Whatever reason he did that, I don't know, but I think it was highly political. Okay. Another thing, the minister of sports has no idea how things are run. The players are not given the incentives. The coach is also incompetent. He coaching somewhere in Canada, some kind of big team there that they want to bring Liberia to coach our team. So those boys did extremely. I told everybody yesterday they didn't do well. They did better. And we had a good playing pitch. We would have won South Africa yesterday easily. That's my take on the game for yesterday. So please let us give these boys the courage and know they have a lot of talents in them, amongst them, and they could have done better. And we have good playing pitch. And the reason yesterday because our football field was done. Thank you for the time.
Thank you so much. That's your own take on the issue. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Boga. Let me say good morning to your many listeners. Boga, this is Boga Abu Mensa. I phoned this morning for every couple of districts. Boga, let me appreciate you this morning for the topic on the discussion. Boga, let me first appreciate the emerging ambassador for what it is that they want to do and what they are enforcing the government to support our election, because we cannot be going to a crucial election then for the government to be telling us there is no money to conduct the election. No, listen, the government needs to be sincere to themselves, because when they were in opposition, money was created to conduct election. There was a funding for things. But let me conclude to the just issue. Brother, if you look at our society right now, all our young people have been dying us to jail. They are very deplorable when you see them. Just as taking out the country, we are sitting and looking at the young people. Almost millions of young people have gone to drugs. Our parents are crying every day for their children. How can we get rid of these drugs in this country? That is the big question we're always asking the government. How the drugs enter in the country? For our young brothers to be taking drugs. There's a drug called Kush. I said, like, when the children take that drug, you will see them, they will fall down in the street there to get scared. It pains my heart at times to see young people who are future leaders of this country, to see them taking drugs, dressing themselves as someone who has excellency. After we get rid of everything, and the government are not putting nothing in order to stop drugs from entering the country. Every day, drugs entering, $1 million drug, 500,000, $1 million drugs entering the country. There is no security. What is the government keep the power to make our children for the drugs?
All right, thank you so much. Let me take another person from the WhatsApp number. Good morning.
Good morning. Is this the Costa Show?
The Costa Show. Your name, where joining us from?
Okay. I'm Stephen Kaifa. I'm phoning in from Dubai, UAE.
Welcome, Mr. Kaifa.
Yeah. Welcome. Actually, I don't understand what is really going on in that country. This is a country that have pretty close to 70 or 80% young people. And now there's no activities, there's no job. Then the drugs is taking over the country by the daily basis. I don't really understand what the government doing. Look, during my early time, there was a guy in the police, Abraham Krumah. That guy, he was very active. And then you couldn't find a lot of ghettos compared to now. What is the police director doing to really curtail all this crime? You understand? We have DAE, we have a whole lot of agencies that's responsible for all these drugs and all these activities, but yet and still, we're still hearing news all over the country, we're still hearing bad news all over the country. It's happening, it's very discouraging. You understand? So I don't know what the government is doing.
All right, thank you so much. I'll take this person. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning to Martina Senator. How are you?
Welcome. Your name is joining us from?
My name is Maurice Semedi, John Costa of Liberia. Good morning to my leader, Mr. Herman Pedro Costa. And good morning to the Costa Show. And I'm calling for the traffic this morning. And I'm very much appreciating the way you're handling the show the few days, one thing I want to say. Yesterday, Luska I wasn't expecting anything from Musa as the way he always, because as the same way I don't expect anything when Toga is going to be president in 2017. That's the same way I can't expect anything from Musa. So Musa business, I was just pushing about what the emerging ambassador has said. We have to look at it very critically because these guys are playing chess. They are saying without work. Because as far as it's concerned, actually they are playing for Georgia to run away for Israel government coming power. We are lying because we're ready for these guys. We'll get on the street, we'll get to the American, all of our diplomats and the international diplomats, we'll make sure we reach to them and we'll make sure Georgia cannot end the same in peace that he said us very soon. You shouldn't bring problem that will make Labor be unstable. So thank you for the show and let God bless the Costa Show.
Thank you so much. And the frustrating part about the issue about drugs in our country, some government officials is being alleged that a well of those that are importing the drugs in our country and our youthful generation, they are there consuming the drugs that have been imported by some of those officials. And the DEA that should be stopping people from importing drugs or should be fighting drugs importation, they are the same people consuming the drugs that is being imported. See one DEA officer are going to arrest drugs, Martina. If you see one DEA officer are going to arrest drugs, you will say that a real drugs carrier than it.
Thank you. And Baka, let me say this. You know, most of the drugs importers, they don't take in drugs.
Yeah.
But at the DEA and our disadvantaged brothers and sisters in the street, they are the one who consuming the drugs. Most of the drugs dealers don't take in drugs. Majority of them don't take in drugs. But they did, like you said, the DEA people who supposed to arrest drugs, find a place to carry drugs, arrest the drugs and deliver it to the national police. They are the ones that are consuming the drugs. And they have compromised their job. Because when they go raid the drugs, the drugs dealer, when they give them money, they release them. You know that the DEA boys there, they got special, everybody get their own ghetto that you can go to. Every Saturday they pay you. Nobody go there and go raid your own ghetto. You know that? This is my own mayor, or they make a settle me. They had the other DEA bottle, they get own mayor too. They can go there, they go receive their cut, and the people go about their normal business. The people who supposed to raid drugs, the people who supposed to make sure they stop people for importing drugs in this country, they are the one who negotiating with the drugs dealer because they want to get money. Waka, a serious fight that Bira need to fight to kick this government out.
All right, let's take this person again on the WhatsApp number. Okay, we just lost that caller there. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Good morning, brother.
Paco, welcome.
Thank you so much to my cook family. Thank you to my friend, thank you to Martina. God say, you see, Baka in the country, we have to be serious. That we are now 40 people. So the summer, that's my summer door, so and that's what it is. When the national team goes to Sanisa Diva, carry safety. Senator Paul Chow, who is senator today, Joe Nangwe, all the factions started now to put the people to care of. All of them, you are open task to tell for the bloody was still. When La Blanc go out, you can see the job. The entity of government never give out the country. They will come to the child and get tailor. What is it? One law. When you talk a country, you not the country. You put a thing there to tell us. Sanisa Diva, they told the president today, they carry the they told nothing, etc. You not the country. They do the football your supporters you make money for football. And who is that like you make the money but you may use the money. And the people we say today, they you today to get South paper for South paper. Then you take a country today, then the country or the small, you just declare nothing. Then your property is that we will take the step for you now. Then your support on us say, how honorable great. What can be around if you go for what's up? You can't be moving for our national thing moving for. Chapter I was about moving for, the rest of us about moving for, or the NPP or the NPP. My people will just be bound the country. And to the American government. What we see in the country, was America working. The people feel it today. I feel it today. The American working, one of them sleeping. So if we should not contain the ambassador, that when the second president of Joe Biden,
thank you.
Please to net, please. So our election will go on and we'll come by the election. When children see the children crying for drop, when my own community want to fear ma, because they drop, and fear of the water, Waka, fear of the fear ma.
All right, Papa. Thank you so much. Now how will we fight drugs in our country when we have in the national legislature people there that are also consuming the drugs that is being imported in our country? Some of our lawmakers are even selling the drugs. It's been alleged that color grain, I know that district 13 or that district what? Color grain is one of the importers of drugs in our country. And even a man like Akaros, Moses Gray, and other people. So how will we fight the issue about drugs in our country when we have our own lawmakers into this? How will we? Let's take this person on the line here. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Begin.
Welcome. Your name is Jonas from.
Well, this is kind of calling Johnny Street.
Okay, Muka, welcome, brother.
Well, Papa, to be honest, you shouldn't be anticipating our national team in any international competition anytime soon, Because I think the loan stars of that, they're not better yet. You got to put money behind the game, then you'll see the outcome. But, brother, the issue of Jaws, brother, that's a collective effort. You cannot fight Jaws reluctantly. Jaws, maybe both of you, brother, you see the government, the fighting of Jaws to start from the top before it comes down to the bottom. Mm-hmm. But the government are not interested in fighting Jaws. Any effort applied to that regard would be fruitless. So, I don't want to waste my time talking about it because Labrador has become a transit point of Jaws. There just few can be discovered, but from the time we are seeing the power, Labrador has become a transit point of Jaws. That just few have been discovered every time. But brother, the thing that happened, brother, my man, I got beaten at one time by some scrupulous citizens. The man. The message I said, the man almost the man stopped me. Yeah, but I want to say this to citizens. Anything to do, it's better to die for something than to die for nothing. And patriotism means one should be able to stand up and get a life for the country.
You have to be careful out there.
Will be the case, and so be it. What is it, brother?
You have to be careful out there, my brother. You have to be very careful.
That's true. Brother, let me conclude. To conclude on this. I don't know what a sudden change of attitude when it comes to our election on the part of we are elect. They're able to because we are when the UN Assembly he made commitment, to hold on to our election process, to be free and fair, transparent, the activity around the election, everything will be scholar, they will provide money for it. What a solid king of attitude. And we are in a further own defeat.
Thank you so much, Kamukai. We take some more calls on 0770-102-102. The WhatsApp number is still activated. Yeah, you can call on +231 888 You will be live with us this morning. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Baka.
Yep, your name is joining us from.
When things fall apart, what do you expect?
Center can no longer hold. Hey, Lucky J. When things fall apart, the center can no longer hold. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, guys. Good morning to your studio girl. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. Your name is joining us from.
Yeah, my name is Aliu Juju calling from Freeport. Yeah. And to the issue, guy, and let me appreciate the American ambassador for always bringing up issues that is important for the public. And these are some of the things that when the ambassador come up with some of those information, we from the opposition when we try to embrace the ambassador, people say, "Oh yeah, we are encouraging everybody and other things against the government." But when it is in their favor, you also see them jubilating. But that is just the weakness part of this government. But I can tell you that I want to ask a question first. The visitations of the President John Weir to America in license. I was told that there were I don't know 3, 4, or 5 countries who were going for election, and there was a money distributed between I think the 4 of them. In that distribution, I think President Weir was able to get 30 some more millions for the Liberian people to conduct their own election. So can they tell us where that money went or where it is now?
For me, I haven't heard about that, my brother. So it's just a news to me.
Okay, yeah, that's the issue. But I got information that
Okay. For me, I'm just getting to hear about that, so I can confirm whether it is true or not. Because the president went to the United States, nothing was said there. No information on what he went there for. Okay, we know that he went to meet with the CIA, but what was said in that meeting, we don't have any clue. So let's take somebody from this number here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name is joining us from.
My name is Harrison Soso. I'm calling from the state of New Jersey, United States of America. I just want to contribute to the show this morning. The issue of drugs is a very serious problem in our country. But I know that at the end of the day, when Joseph Boakai is elected president of Liberia, we will fight that drugs issue. We will compensate our citizens for reporting whatsoever drugs is sold. I think that a budget will be allocated for that because our country is going down. The next generation of youth to move the country forward will die down if we don't fight the issue of drugs. And we strategize, we do all we can. We know it. We live in the United States. We know how the people fight drugs, and we implement such in our country. If you are caught, you'll be apprehended and you will be jailed. And we begin to compensate people. That's my little contribution because I cannot afford, no Liberian will afford the next generation, your children that's supposed to move the country forward, get involved in drugs. So let us keep quiet. Let us talk about it until otherwise other. We'll be done.
Thank you so much. Let's take somebody from this angle here. Good morning.
Good morning. Good people. Good morning to everybody.
Pangomo.
Yeah. Okay. Back to topic. Okay. This criminal asset, it captured to put that money. And we were mobilized to go seize it, to go seize the election commission, and go after there, the final day, we will go see the executive marshal door, where we never enter in that marshal. He will be a citizen rebel, and if he was citizen rebel, you are armed to their teeth. We will be armed to our teeth. We will not allow some stupid group of people to get through LeBron hustle. Because we have millions of dollars. Yeah, 80 million. Why can't one of fuck? He can't get one of them 20 million into the election committee to control the election. If he ain't going to behave this kind of criminal way that he's behaving, LeBron going to have election. So we are going to become president. What kind of wicked eye that man? I don't believe him. The people are going to pray on his church to watch the streamer. Why still say LeBron election? Biden commissioner making money. Finance minister making money. Why the tax funded a little everybody so you're going to have wicked together there? He hasn't going to play.
Okay.
Right? The party is wrong. The intimidation of jail. Pretty cool. The iron ammunition account. They don't want to use on the LeBron to kill or more. I'm going to kill and that can be found.
Okay.
$100 million. It can be, the under can be found. Where that money go? Then we are 80 million. Look at it, play a song like yesterday because you can't bring Rosa who ended defeat. They better not give it. I don't believe that. The stupid cool people.
Okay, Pangomo. Thank you so much. Let me take other people on the line. I know you are totally versed this morning, but let's have other people. Good morning.
Good morning, Walker. This is Pastor Charles. I'm calling from New Jersey. How are you guys?
Doing pretty well. Welcome, Pastor.
Are you there? Very good. I wanted to ask you and every Liberians. I wonder if we can sometimes forget, and I believe we can forget. Do you remember when Joria won? He said Liberia was open for business.
Yeah.
Have we Liberians ever asked which of the business that we were talking about? No, Liberians never asked. You see, the Bible says lack of knowledge of people will perish. We do not understand God. And that's the reason why our country it keep going this way, and which, of course, we all do not like it, but we have to submit to God. Joria does not believe in God. He used God in vain. They see Joria, God told you people, said Liberia will open for business. The Liberians were lacking the wisdom and the knowledge of God to ask Joria, which is the business. Joria is a drug dealer. He smokes drugs. So the business you are talking about, that the business you are receiving now. Liberia went in the street and also said, he no bow will open that bow will eat. Today the children are not in school. The Bible says, let them dead last on our tomb. Yeah, let repent and redeem our country. Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much, Pastor Charles Aku. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name, where you calling from?
Hello?
Hello?
Morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
I'm okay. Your name?
Thank you. This is Carol Abraham. And I'm running the competition for the time when my property will get.
Yeah, go ahead. You're live from your keke.
There is a morning to police Martina Kulate, right?
Yeah.
Are you getting it, brother?
Yeah, but your line is not too good. At least when you park the keke, then you can call us and be a part of the conversation. You can be riding at the same time on the phone with us. So we take a few more calls, then we wrap it up on today's edition. What do you make of the U.S. ambassador saying that the government of Liberia should muster the courage to provide the money that is needed for us to conduct our elections? Let's take this person. Good morning. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me?
Good morning.
Yeah, can you hear me, Boga?
I'm getting you loud and clear. Where are you joining us from?
Okay, good. Now the election. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. My name is Patrick, and I'm calling from Sweden. So now, to the young people, they just have to make a decision for their future, because here is the thing. For the old people, many of the people don't see their future to Joria already, and he's done. This is the last time that they have to make a new decision. So whatever decision they're making, they are making for their future for the next 6 years. That's what I have to say.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Some of them have sold their soul to the president, to George Weah. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Parker.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Your name, where joining us from?
Oh, thank you. And let me say good morning to Mr. Konate. I'm Mobile Cisse from Loki Dam, Bourgeois Allen, Joe Parker speaking. So when it comes to this meeting for us, it is the election our matter. No, the government does not interest in in supporting the election because they have seen they are falling. Look, under the regime, the people come with a lot of false pretense. They come under a false pretense. They behave like they are doing things, but then on the contrary, absolutely they are doing nothing. So, foreign minister, under the regime, foreign minister was created, which will lavish our money and buy that particular war.
Oh, we take two more calls, then we wrap it up. Just two more, 0770-102-102. This is the one of it. Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, your name is calling from?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, Teresa calling with Christian Mama.
Okay, Teresa, welcome.
Hi, morning.
I'm doing well.
Yeah, concerning about the election business. The government only had crucial election again. And the president left for last year $2.4 million went to go watch football game. The police are afraid of money to the election process. Then number two, they trust it. The government still trust on the king. Because the missing the children, time for riot, they say the missing will stop here when it is the only oil. So they will not take trust on the king. They get it children keeping in the news, they only have mission. Time for riot, they put it, they give it trust, they go marching in and then they go to his trust, they step to it. So they trust, they don't have to give it children. So let's just pray for all the happy election to be peaceful. When they see it to go to get it money, they want to get it money.
Okay. Thank you. We take our last caller this morning. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, brother. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. Your name, where joining us from?
Yeah, my name is Tama Williams. I'm calling from Belgium.
Welcome, Mr. Williams.
Yeah, I just want to speak on a few issues about the motorbike riders in the country because I've been following because I know where I came from and I've been a former motorcyclist in the country. Yeah, brother, this thing is not good. You have a guy graduate from high school, don't have anything. Someone will give him a bike to ride, and you will get some disadvantaged youth coming to take that bike from that person. My God. And if that person go back to the owner and say, oh, the bag was stolen from me, that person will be prosecuted and sent to court and they will take him to jail. So let's look at this person that have nothing and coming to look for his daily bread in the street, and then he has been sent to jail for what his family will eat. And then these people that are doing this thing, when they catch them, they take them to the law authority. They will not do nothing. They will take money from their bosses and put them outside. And then it's getting very serious in our country. In my community last night, they catch a motorbike Zogo, and they took him to the police station this morning. They are free him. It's not good, Baga. The authority in our country is just a total mess. And the director and everybody, they are taking money from this these motorbike Zogos, and they are putting them outside. It's not good, Baga.
Okay.
So please, you should please consider that on your show and speak about it, please. It's getting too serious, and I'm calling all the motorcyclists in Liberia to come under one umbrella and get rid of this guy. I know how much power motorbike riders have because I was there. I know how much power they have. When they come together, they can defeat them. But again, I'm not calling on them to kill anybody. If you catch the people, you can take them to a law authority.
Okay, thank you so much. Our last caller. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello, Buckeye.
Yep, your name is Johnny us from.
Is this Buckeye?
Yeah, Buckeye.
Hey, Buckeye, calling from New York City. This is Albert. I want to compliment you and Martina for doing a great job. Martina is very, she's a patriot and she's strong. And you guys keep doing a great job. But where is the legislature? They're sleeping. They need to be issuing articles of impeachment on this government. They need to issue articles of impeachment for violating the Constitution of the Republic. Okay?
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. That's your own take of the show. So, folks, when the U.S. ambassador raised the alarm, telling us that there is need that we wake up. They mentor a news conference on Tuesday that with 1/4 of the calendar year, the NEC is yet to receive any of its 2023 funding. You listening? Let me read that again. The U.S. ambassador to Liberia, Malcolm McCarthy, told a news conference on Tuesday that with 1/4 of the calendar year, the NEC has yet to receive any of its 2023 fundings, even though Liberia has less than 7 months away from the elections. He said this is a situation that should alarm every Liberian. Yeah? This situation should alarm every Liberian. So we thought it was inflicting this. And Liberians have called in and made their contribution. The boy is now left with George Manewia, President of the Republic of Liberia. You know, when I sit and look at Mr. President, when he allowed himself to be used by some of his cabinet ministers, I sometimes wonder if he really know what he's doing. I know, and everybody know, that if this government is expired, if that term is over, all of the bad things that have been done by the cabinet ministers in this government, they will not say, oh no, a Sametua regime. We Liberia will not say doing Sametua regime. We will not say doing Koji regime. We will not say doing McGill's regime. We will not say doing Eugene Nangbe regime. We will say doing the regime of the former soccer player, the downtrodden that became president of the Republic of Liberia, doing his regime. That's doing George Manewia regime. So if you, as a president, sit and allow your government to be looking bad in the eyes of the international community, to be looking bad in the eyes of Liberians, what you think we will remember you for tomorrow, Mr. President? We don't run government on friendship. We don't run government on familyship. But from the look of things, since George Weah took over, he been running his government on familyship and on friendship. And this is where we are today. This is what his government is feeling massively. If you are not within the CDC, you can be given a governmental job. If you are not singing praises to Josh Weir, you can be given a job. Even if you are qualified for somebody, or even you are qualified and somebody that is not qualified for that particular position, once the person is singing praises to Josh Weir, they will take that job and give it to that person, even though the person don't know how to go about doing that particular job. But just because he's singing praises to Josh Weir. And if you run any government, for that matter, in this war, if you run your government based on that, you are bound for failure. And that's why this government keeps failing, because Josh Weir is only after those that sing praises to him. And not everybody good at singing praises to people. No. Not everybody good at singing praises to people. Most especially if I'm not in bed with you, or if I'm not part of your political institution, but you want me to sing praises to you before you can give me job. Not everybody. We have qualified people that were willing to do the job of the Liberian people. But the leg of McGill, the leg of Twe, the leg of Koji, and others say that they can allow people that are not in a circle to get governmental job. So this is where we are today. Mr. President, we are a few months away to the elections. We are a few months away to the elections. If you think you have done better, the Liberians will say it at the ballot bags. If you think you have done better, the Liberians will say it. I'm not telling anybody to not vote you. No. You have your support base. You have people that trust and believe in you. But a mistake you made previously was by you allowing yourself to be used by people who believe to be loyalists to you, and they are controlling you. But someone may say, Weir is a big, he's a full-grown man. Nobody can say that he's being used. Weir know his left from his right. So we can sit behind the microphone and say he's being used. He know all that is happening. He know about everything. So, Mr. President, the ball is in your court. Please try to give the National Elections Commission the money. Let we head to the election, please. We are begging you. We don't want anything different here. We don't want anything. Just give us the money, or give the National Elections Commission the money. Let's go about to conducting the election. If it is you, the Liberian people, won again, you will be re-elected. If it is others that Liberian people won, they will be elected. But please provide the money. Let's go to the elections. Please, we're begging you. There's just a short message from me to you. So, folks, this is how we come to the end of today's edition of the show. You can join us on tomorrow. The weather here today is not too good, so that's why you saw Martina coming in and going out. Probably her internet is giving problems. So, Martina Konate and I, Bwaka Amara Kamara, been here bringing you the issues that are trending in our body politics. So, join us tomorrow. That's when we'll be here with a brand new edition of the show. Up until then, it's bye-bye from our end.